Aloha guys, how's everyone doing? We're just going to kind of wait for people to start coming in. Maybe I should start with an intro. While people are coming in. So how's it going, guys? We're here, we're live at Waikiki. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. I have a new mic system attached to my camera, to my phone camera here. And I have no way of checking to see whether or not it's on. So I'm just going to consider, oh yes, thank you so much, Secret Avenger, thank you. Good to know, fantastic. I know I have my mask on, so I might sound a little muffed, but I have the mic close to it. How's everyone doing? Aloha, aloha. So as usual, we start off by saying aloha, and I'd like to know where everyone is from. Give you guys a shout out. Hi Cal, how's everything? So I'm going to start my walk. As I mentioned in this vlog, this live, I should say, we're going to talk about a few things. Last night, obviously, the blackout that happened in Honolulu, where thousands of people were in the dark for a while, including us. And I actually did a live video previous to this one. But as you can see, it's a beautiful sunny day today. The ground is still obviously wet, but that's going to dry up pretty quickly. Some of you may know that, big shout out to Canada. Some of you may know we've been going through a lot of rain over the past week or so, and it's been really heavy. A lot of places on the windward side of the island have been in like a foot or two of water, which is just insane. Hi Fania. Big shout out to Australia. We hope to be coming back to Australia hopefully sooner than later. We love it there. We were there for a week, and a week is not enough to spend in Australia, that's for sure. So definitely looking to coming back there. So yeah, as I was saying, we've been having a lot of rain, but as you can see, the skies are beautiful today, and hopefully it remains so for the rest of the week, even though it does call for more rain. I'm not sure if some of you have seen our prior vlogs, but as you can see out there, there's like a sand barge and there's construction going on the and then out there as well. Yes, it's funny, some parts of the island obviously had blackout and some parts did. I think it was mostly in Honolulu where thousands of people were affected. Immediately after the blackout, I would say within 10 minutes or so, 10-15 minutes, there were a lot of police activity because the traffic lights weren't working as well. So the police had to be at major intersections to conduct, I guess, the traffic safety turns and stops. So it was really bizarre to see that happen. In my neighborhood, my building, as well as far as I can see off my lanai, there were about maybe another 8 to 10 buildings that were affected. But then there were some buildings in between that had their lights on. So it was just kind of weird. Some places were affected and some really wasn't. So we're going to take a walk down Kalakaua so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. And we'll talk, when we get a little bit closer there, we'll talk about and how long. Also, there's word if you guys are here and you happen to watch this video, or you are coming here, some more good news. Sea Life Park is opening starting this weekend. Here, sorry. Yes, so Sea Life Park is opening, and for those of you who don't know, Sea Life Park is a park where they have a lot of aquamarine animals, sea turtles, seals. There's a big seal show, dolphin show, anything that deals with the ocean. It's a really large venue, and they're actually opening for the first time in a year, so obviously since COVID. So that should be really great. Not only that, not only are they opening, let me just check. I notice you guys are commenting, and because my over here in the shade so I can kind of read some of the comments. Are you getting more visitors coming to the island? Secret Adventure asks. Yes, we are getting an influx of people for sure on the island. I mean, it's right now, it's just about a little past 9, and you'll see, you know, more and more people. Normally this would be completely empty out here, so yes, there are more people coming in onto the island, that's for sure. It's 100% correct. So back to what I was saying about the Sea Life Park reopening, they're also going to have, we're coming and trying to book luau's while you're here. I know that's been a hard thing, obviously because of COVID and everything else and the space restriction. So Sea Life Park will be having a luau, and I think the way it works, normally when you're at a luau, everyone just sits together, whether you're in a party or not. But because of COVID and restrictions, the tables will be spaced off to accordingly. And if you're a family of 2, 3, 4, or what have you, you will be sat together. So you won't be separated, or you won't be amongst others. So whoever you're with in your party will sit together. So that's pretty cool. So they're doing what they have to do to make that work. So if you are coming to Oahu, or you are here and you're looking for a place for a luau, starting Saturday and Sunday only, though, they're going to be open, but only, again, from the hours of 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I believe. Let me cross-check that. So yes, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. they're going to be open. So what you'll notice, guys, to get into, as we're talking about what's open and what's not, Sea Life Park is one of the last few venues that are now currently getting ready to open, if not opening. Most of the places here are already open. You know, a lot of the hikes, such as Diamond Head and a few others, which are like state parks, they are open. So that's good. Everything pretty much, a lot of restaurants, most restaurants are open. So I would definitely say 95% of the places are open, which is great. So here you're seeing these big machinery, and they're like refining the sand. So basically what's happened here, again, we have done a vlog on this. I flew the drone so you could get a bird's eye view of what this really looks like. So what they're doing, they're bringing out sand from the ocean, and they're bringing it on here because this area, the sand, the spacing of the sand has been deteriorating over time. So basically I think it's every 10 to 15 years, they have to actually do this, because if you don't know, this is all a man-made beach. The sand gets brought in from different places, as far as actually California. So every 10 to 15 years, or 10 to 13 years, they have to do this. They have to replenish the sand, and that's exactly what's going on here. They're replenishing the sand. I hope you guys can hear me, because I know I'm kind of standing in a really bad place because of all the noise. But yeah, as you see, they dump the sand into that refinery machine, and that kind of filters out all the, I guess, the rocks and stuff. I'm going to move away from here so you guys can probably hear what I'm saying better. You can take a look at it there. So they're dredging, and then they're bringing the sand to the beach where they're refining it down. So if you're coming to Oahu, this is what you're going to have to kind of deal with. And I think what's going to happen is that they're going to move down over time. So this is supposedly a 2 to 3 month process that they're going to be doing this. And I'm not sure if it's 2 to 3 months here in this particular area, and then they will move further down, because the sand situation, the sand deterioration on the actual Waikiki Beach over there is actually getting really bad as well. This has been a problem, you know, Oahu has been dealing with for a very, very, very long time. This is nothing new. Aloha, Brent, how are you? Oh, that's awesome. April 2nd? That's awesome, dude. So yeah, more and more people are coming back, and it's really good to see you know, people back. Stores are opening, you know, people are making money. As you can see right across the street there, that's a tour company. So tour companies are opening up, and you know, they're pitching to tourists to, you know, get them around the island again, which is fantastic. You know, I know there's two sides to that story, but at the end of the day, you know, everyone wants to make money, everyone has to make a living, and you know, life goes on. So yes, that's the situation here. So this is the only part of the beach that's just kind of closed off. The rest of the beach, as you can see, is fine. Like I said, it's a little after 9. It's probably around between 9 and 10. And you can see the beach is already kind of, you know, bustling. You see a lot of beach umbrellas out, which is good, which means that the hotels are open, because without seeing those beach umbrellas, you know the hotels are not open, because that's how the beach umbrellas go onto the hotel, where you can rent them. So that's a good sign to see the pink umbrellas and blue umbrellas. I'm gonna take a walk. I'm gonna continue. If you guys have any questions, definitely leave it in the comment, and I'll be sure to try to get to it for you. Let me move this microphone cord out the way. I'm gonna actually walk on Kalakaua so you guys can see the foot traffic. And then once we get to the opening of the beach, I'm not gonna go on the beach, because I've done a video just about 3 days ago where I walked the entire beach. So if you guys want to watch that, that's there for you to watch, so you can see the amount of. Obviously, Fridays, Saturdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays are the busiest days on the beach, because it's not only combined with tourists but also locals alike. So, you know, it gets much busier, as opposed to kind of like a weekday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The traffic is on the beach is much lighter, because there's not that many tourists here, but the numbers are definitely increasing. All these stores at one point was closed. Oh, I just noticed this. So Cheeseburger, they look like they're either getting ready to open up or they are already open. They have been closed for a very long time, pretty much for about a year as well. I noticed their front shutter is closed. It's still early in the morning, but it looks, let me just cross the street and take a look. It looks like they are open, because I thought they were actually going to go out of business. There are here in Waikiki that actually never survived COVID. They just closed for good, and it's sad in some really nice places. I don't know, today might be their grand opening. I'm gonna talk to someone here. Yeah, they're getting, oh, look at this. This is awesome. Like, they have cardboard cutouts, I guess, in the tables where no one is allowed to sit, which is really cool, because this is a big sports bar as well. As you can see, they have TVs up there and for sports and everything. So it's really cool. Aloha, how are you? So I'm live right now on YouTube, and I noticed you guys, I live here in Waikiki, and I noticed you guys have been closed for almost a year.
1 year, yeah.
Right, so it's been 1 year. Do you mind if I put you on camera? It's okay?
Sure.
Okay, so we're talking to Buena, and she's here, and you guys are opening today for the first time?
We are actually doing a soft open. It's kind of like a mock opening. We're going to be open up for a couple of hours just to get our feet wet a little bit, see because we're testing out a whole new menu right now.
Okay.
We have a lot of great of our old favorites, but we do have a lot of new items on there. This is all, it's a new time. It's a new learning experience for all of us.
Of course.
We're inviting like about 50 people to come in to eat for free.
Oh my goodness! Do you guys hear this?
We're not no alcohol today, guys. But you can come back on Saturday. Hopefully that will be open by Saturday. But you can come eat for free, drink for free. Come enjoy our Aloha spirit over here, and then we can
That's
get you guys
awesome.
happy and on your guys' way to do a beautiful day.
So it is a limited menu for now, just to kind of see how things are.
Right now, just to see, but want everybody to taste our new menu.
Right.
Check it out.
And
yeah.
what time are you guys open today?
We're going to be opening at, I believe
at 11.
At 11. I believe we were going to open up 11. It's like for the first 50 people.
Right.
Just to get our feet wet. We might let more people in, but everything's free, guys. Come on.
You hear this?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Aloha.
Beautiful day.
Wow, do you hear that? So right now, if you guys are in Oahu and you're watching this video, the first 50 people that enters Cheeseburger Paradise is like, it's free. Everything is free. So definitely come down here and check it out. They're doing a new menu. It's going to be a light menu. They're testing things out. As you can see, there are barriers between each table, again, which is really cool. And if kind of like what you see at a basketball game or baseball or football game, which is really awesome because they are known for their sport. For their sports bar on TV. So they have their windows open so people could kind of take a look and see what's going on. There's the staff. They're getting ready to prep. Aloha! Congrats on opening. Yes. Super awesome. They're excited. They're pumped. First 50 people meal free, just to let you know. When they open. So they're opening in a little bit.
Where's the entrance?
Huh?
Oh, that door.
Yeah, that door. So this is really cool, guys. All right, so you heard it here. I'm going to continue. Wait, since I'm in the shadows, let me kind of read the comments here. Burn Mass Party, Waikiki. Wow. Just bought a condo downtown Waikiki. Just moved here. Moved into my new condo next week. Congratulations on that. That's awesome. That is so cool, Sharpie. Congratulations on that. Okay, so, I mean, like, should I just hang out here until they open and kind of get a free meal and see what it's all about, see what their menu's about? I think that would be kind of cool to vlog and see. I don't know. This is interesting. Let me find out what time they open. It's only, damn, it's the first 50 people. That's gonna be tough. What time are you guys open? What time are you open?
No, not yet.
What time are you open? Looking amazing. You're not sure? Okay. So they'll probably open around noon or something. So yeah, guys, if you're here, come on down to Cheeseburger. First 50 people, maybe more, get to eat and drink for free. They don't have a bar open as yet for alcohol, so I guess it's just regular beverages, soda and juices. But they are a full stocked bar and restaurant. Oscar says never been to a Cheeseburger before. Their food is decent, it's good. The one I went to was further down, and the food was very decent. They were known for their cheeseburger challenge, which was like a massive, oh look guys, ABC stores, your favorite. Yeah, like a massive burger, and if you could finish it, and fries and everything else, and if you could finish it within a certain time, it's yours, and you get your name on the wall, you know, the usual stuff. So yeah, that's what they were known for. So I'm just going to continue so we could get a better look at the beach. So that was a quick diversion. It really is a beautiful day today. I wasn't really expecting that based on how it was last night. Was just like a torrential downpour, and we were actually in the dark. The blackout for us lasted about I want to say about 45 minutes, close to an hour. I know in different parts of Honolulu some people got power earlier than others, but yeah, ours lasted about, I would say, about an hour. And there's eggs and things. You guys may be familiar with that. Normally there's a line outside. It's a line right now, but it's just a little shorter. But normally there's like a massive line there. We ate there, but we weren't really that impressed with the food. It was decent, but for always seeing the lines that were out there, you would think the food was phenomenal. It didn't really turn out that way, at least not for us. What says temporary closed, Oscar? Did you Google? I'm not sure what you're referring to that was temporary closed. I've Googled a lot of places here, like restaurants and stuff to go out to eat. And Google is not really accurate right now. And I don't know if it's Google's fault that they're not updating, or it's the restaurant's fault for not updating it in Google and updating their hours and stuff. So if you are here and you want to figure out if some place is open or what the time is of operation, I suggest you actually call them. Don't rely on Google. Don't look at Google and Google will say, oh, they're closed, and you don't go and they're actually open, or vice versa. There are times where it says they're open, we go there and they're closed. So I would definitely call them. Just don't Google it and look to see, oh, Google says they're open or they're closed. Definitely give them a call. Especially now because of COVID, so many things have changed. Aloha, Rebecca, how are you? So I'm just gonna take a walk out here so you guys can see what it looks like. As you can see, the beaches, semi-crowded, everyone is kind of spaced off. Again, you notice no one is wearing a mask. That is because you don't have to wear a mask when you should be spaced off. I'm tempted to walk the beach again just so you guys could see the amount of people on the beach, but I think I'm just going to keep it to the streets. I'll tell you what, you guys make the decision. Should I just continue here and just walk alongside the beach, or should I just walk along Kalakaua Avenue so you guys can see the foot traffic? Beach or street, which one? Hi Tanisha, how are you? Aloha, thanks for joining. My sister just joined from New York. So what is it, guys? Do I go on the beach or do I stay in the streets? Which one? So we have the street, and I know my audio is a little delayed. So I'm just kind of waiting here to see. Street, one beach. Beach. I'm getting more street than I am beaches, so it looks like we'll be going with the street, but I'll stay here for a little while so you guys could kind of enjoy the view. So here, what's going on right in front of me is that they're doing surfing lessons. So we're actually in a future vlog coming up really soon. We're going to be going to different places and show you what are the best places to rent surfboards, and obviously the cheapest places, because there are you can get some really good deals on renting surfboards and for a long period of time, but you need to know where. So we're gonna actually have a vlog on that also. There's the lessons, they're doing lessons. And as you can see, the catamarans are operating. They come out here, and there's normally 2 or 3 other catamarans that dock there, and they go out every other hour. But again, with catamarans, if you are planning on doing that, let me just kind of go over here. If you are planning on coming here, guys, just note that even though things are open and you might come and things might look like it's normal, just keep in mind that the times are different. So the way they operate, the hours they operate are different. They can't really, uh-oh, there's music playing here. I'm going to walk away because my video is going to get striked for having audio that I don't own. Sorry about that. I just realized there was a radio playing. Yeah, the hours of operation has changed, even like for Diamond Head, for example. So if you want to do the Diamond Head hike, then basically Diamond Head is not open Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. They're open Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And for a limited time. It's not like what their normal hours used to be. So that's really important for you to know, that even though you come here and you see all the stores open and everything seems to be cool, like, oh, you know, whatever research you've done in the past, you think that the time is the same. It's not. You can really get screwed over that way. And also, really important, I just want to take this time to say, respect the laws as far as the mask mandates. Like, most of the people you'll see when I go back into the street, which I'm really glad to see, and I walk these streets pretty much every other day, and I can safely say 98% of the people that I see walking the streets, they all have masks. And that's very important because, again, we are an island, and I know maybe where you're coming from, the mask mandates might not be as strict, or you might not even have a mask mandate in the mainland and wherever it is you're coming from. And you kind of bring that over here. You might think, oh, well, I don't do it over there. And whether you do it purposely or, you know, not really knowing that you don't have your mask on, except for when you're walking inside of an establishment, you know you have to put one on. But still, when you're walking the streets, you will see majority of the people, they do have masks, and that's really the way it should be. So I just want to take a moment to be like, if you know, it really does help when you're walking the streets, just wear a mask. And obviously you have to wear a mask when you're going inside any establishment, any restaurants, any stores, or any places like that. Even Diamond Head hike, it's mandated that you wear a mask on the hike. So that's really, really, really important. You know, I know you're going to probably spend a lot of time on the beach, which is going to be great anyway, because as you can see, no one on this beach is but I'm walking around. So yeah, it's okay for you not to wear a mask on the beach because, you know, most people are spaced off enough. Hey Brian, Saskatchewan, Canada. Wow, that sounds like an epic place to be. Well, I mean, Canada is kind of cold, maybe not in the winter, but then again, you know, for some folks the winter is awesome. So there's another catamaran coming around, and he's actually probably going to dock and pick up some people. These catamarans, by the way, normally, let's just assume, I'm not sure what the numbers are. Normally they might hold maybe 30, 40 people, depending on how big the catamaran is. Now, due to COVID, they're only allowed to take, I think, maybe 30 to 40%, even though now we're actually in tier 3. We just got into tier 3 about a week ago or so, which is great. So now restaurants, restrictions on how many people can be in the restaurant, but at the same time they still have to have the spacing. So if we're talking a big restaurant, say like Cheesecake Factory, or just now we just saw Cheeseburger, they're a big establishment. So if they have 100 tables and then they're spacing off every other table, they can basically fill up their space. But if you're a smaller restaurant, you still have to abide by the 6-foot rule. So, you know, you can't obviously fill up, you know, 60, 70, 80%. So that works best for really big restaurants. But yes, we are in tier 3, and that has eased up a lot of things with, you know, gyms and certain places and stores. Also, before you could only maybe have depending on how big the store is as well, you can only have maybe 6, 8. I've been in stores where they only allow 4 people in at a time. So there's lines outside the stores to get in to shop for whatever, whether it's a dessert like that. But now stores are allowed to have the right amount of people in there. Just use their discretion as far as how many people or the capacity of your store. Let me see if I can read what you guys are saying here. We'll be there in April. I notice a lot of people is coming in April. That's really cool. Another vlog we're going to be coming out with, guys, is people ask this question a lot. We see it on social media, and they ask us on our Instagram. They're like, when is there a best time to come to Hawaii? And a lot of times you see people answer that question. They're like, well, any time is good to come to Hawaii. Yes, that's true, but also it's not true. So basically the way it is that during the winter months, which we're in right now, it's rainy season. It's a lot of rain. There's times, like I said, last week it was scheduled to rain all day, every day, the whole entire week. And that has happened before. I've seen it where it's rained literally every day for 2 weeks. And yes, you are in a beautiful destination, but do you really want to come to a place it just rains every single day? That does, it gets miserable. There's no sunshine. It's very gloomy, as opposed to this, where you see all this beautiful color. The sun is shining, hardly any clouds in the sky. It's beautiful. So yes, there's it's not whether it's a good or a bad time to come. It's an optimal time as far as, well, summertime. Forget about it. Not that it doesn't rain in the summer, but it rarely rains in the summer. So you could pretty much rest assured you can come out here and have a really great time, get your tan on, lay out on the beach, get the sun. That's why, that's a part of being here. It's actually a big part of being here. So to answer that question, is there a good time or a bad time to come? Yeah. Summertime would be the best time to come. Winter, not so much. But of course, that's when it's cheaper. So, it's a double-edged sword there. Okay, we're gonna hit the streets now. And you'll see what I was saying. Most people are wearing masks, which is pretty cool. So I'm not sure when was the last time you guys were here, but there's Dylan's Candy Store, and that's fairly new here in Waikiki. I would want to say 6 months, because they were actually open. I think they were open just before the pandemic in March, and then obviously they had to close. And that's just a gigantic candy store. Like, it's massive in there. Can see here, do you notice you have these guys doing construction on the building? So that was the building that was affected by the fire. So they're scraping off all that black soot on the outside. They're refacing it, because remember the surfboard area where they have the surfboard storage was all black, and it got completely burned. There was an arson situation that was under investigation. I'm not sure what the outcome of that was, but when I got back here after Australia, this had actually caught on fire, and now they restored it. They repainted it. Now, as you can see, the surfboards are back, which is pretty awesome. So the question Flores is asking, is drinking alcohol on the beach allowed? We are actually going to do a video very shortly on Waikiki Beach etiquette. Things you can't do, things you can do, and things you really shouldn't do. And that's one of them, and I could touch on it for you here since you asked. Drinking is not allowed on the beach. Now, is anyone policing it? No. Do they have police officers walking the beach to make sure no one is drinking? No. So if it's concealed, you know, the choice is yours. But technically, no, it's not allowed. I've spoken to lifeguards and they said they've seen people drinking on the beach, and the lifeguards are not going to report or say anything as long as you're not unruly, because you know sometimes you have, you know, the younger people that will drink and then they get loud and then they start acting up, and you have to realize also there are kids on the beach. So if you're all, you know, if you're drinking and you're getting out of hand and you're getting unruly, then yeah, that creates a problem. So can you have a, you know, like a I hate to say it, but a white claw or something like that? Yeah, you know, that's, you technically shouldn't, but again, no one's really policing it. But if you do it in a manner where you're not trying to, you know, get plastered on the beach, then yeah. Because another thing I wanted to mention is that you know, Waikiki Beach is not Cancun. You know, it's not Miami Beach. And I think a lot of people come here and they think that. They think beach, they think drinking, they think partying, they think, you know, jet skis. You notice there's no jet skis out here. But there's actually one right there. But it belongs to the lifeguards for rescues for the surfers. There are no jet skis here. So again, it's not like your typical Miami Beach, South Beach. You know, it's not your Cancun where people are, you know, wilding out and getting all rowdy and it's a big hoopla. It's really not like that here. It's relaxation. You enjoy the water, you know, enjoy the aloha. So the mentality really has to shift. If it's your first time here, it might not be what you think. It is beautiful, and that's for sure. But there are certain things that, you know, that you may have thought was or would be, and it really isn't. Yes, the weather is absolutely amazing today. That's the reason why I came out and I figured let me just do this live, because the weather's really, really looking nice. So I'm gonna head back into the street. There they are. These guys are doing the scaffolding. Let me go back through the boards here. This is always a great shot. I love this shot, like as a photographer and a cinematographer. Like, look at that. It's like an awesome view right there. So cool. Love it. Yes, absolutely. If you do want to have a cocktail, you can go to Duke's, which is right on the beach. A lot of the restaurants have bars right on the beach, so you can go into the hotels and just go out to the bar, and you literally just a wall separates you from the sand. So it's nice to have your drink. So I'm just gonna continue walking down here, guys, and then I'm gonna finish up. I'm gonna head back to the beach. I'm gonna cut back into the beach at the next surfboard alley, and then I'll kind of end the video there. If you guys have any questions, definitely leave it in the comment and I'll be sure to answer it. Anyone goes to the beach? What about? No sharks. Normally, like in Maui, there was a shark spotting in Maui, I think about a month or so ago. But here in Oahu, nothing really like that. Now, you are in the ocean, so anything can happen at any given time. So not to say that it would never happen or it hasn't happened, but no, it's not really a big concern. So if you have shark phobia, you should be fine. Here's the beautiful Moana surf ender. And the first hotel here in Waikiki ever built. Isn't that awesome? That is true. Sharks do go anywhere they want to go. And no guarantees. And they do come into shallow water too. So you can't even say they just stay out in the deep and you're in trouble there. No, they do come in shallow waters. I just saw a video yesterday somewhere in Miami. Someone had a drone up and they showed sharks in the shallow, and they must have been about 80 to 90 sharks just swimming in the water. It was terrifying. I was like, oh man. Yes, right now it actually is hot. As you can see, obviously people on the beach. It is hot. Right now I would say it's about in the low 80s. So during the daytime, even in the winter, during the daytime, the temperature is great. I mean, you go swimming and everything. It's just in the evening time, it gets a little chilly. You want to wear a sweater, sometimes a hoodie, you know, a very light jacket. That would be your evening wear because it does at times get chilly if you do happen to come here during the winter months. International market. Most of the stores in there are open. I would want to say about probably 90-95% is open. So I'm going to cut in here now in the on the surfboard alley right here. And we'll take a look at the beach from this angle. This area might be flooded because it always floods out. Yeah, I think I see water all the way over there. Okay, let's just take a walk and see. You know, I'm going to be coming up on my right to Banan, and they are open. They've been open. I'll be there tomorrow at 12:30. Nice, Mark. Hope you get some good weather while you're here, buddy. Can you guys hear me clear? I know I have my mask on and I have this mic attached to my shirt. I want to make sure that my audio is okay. Just let me know that my audio is fine. Here's Banan, and you see their sign? No mask, no service. We take it serious here, guys. Fantastic, thank you so much, thank you. Audio check is good. So yeah, there's a sign that's been going around, that's been getting viral. It's a Polynesian girl, it's a cartoon. It's a Polynesian girl and she has a mask on. And it says, it's simple. It says no mask, no aloha. And that's kind of simply put, you know, it's like, again, here, you know, I hear a lot of people say, oh, you know, I came to Hawaii and I didn't feel the aloha. And you have to understand that if you come here and you're not obeying the laws and you don't have your masks on, as it is, the locals here are kind of terrified that, you know, people are coming from the mainland and other parts of the world because we're an island and we don't have the infrastructure that if we get a breakout here, you know, everyone can be taken care of. So, you know, you really have to understand the anxiety that the locals get when they see an influx of tourists. It's a very edgy feeling. And then on top of that, if they're not, you know, they're out and about, they're not wearing masks, they're not, you know, they're not social distancing like they should, it makes things even worse, you know. So, you know, at the same time, don't get angry at it, don't feel a certain type of way, just maybe try to understand a little bit better, you know. That's all it really comes down to. So here you see all the umbrellas, and the blue umbrellas is from Duke's. And then here's the pink ones, really pretty. I'm gonna take a walk further down onto the water so you guys can see these colors. No filter, guys. No filter. How beautiful. And as you can see, I mean, as far as I can see all the way out there, there are people, they're actually standing and the water's out to their waist. It's up to their waist. So it's really shallow. You can walk. I could pretty much walk all the way out there, even where that guy is on his board. He could basically just get off his board and stand. It's really shallow all the way out there. Really beautiful. I'm gonna take a walk over to this wall here because this wall here that we're about to, I'm actually gonna walk on it. I'm gonna get up on it. This wall wasn't here about 3 months ago, 4 months ago, it was there, but it was just like rocks. It wasn't as like a concrete barrier like this. And again, this is their effort to stop the erosion from the beach. So they're doing everything they can to kind of keep the erosion down to a minimal. But that's an ongoing battle. How beautiful, guys. So awesome. And I bet the water temperature is really nice too. As you can see, people are fairly much spaced off on the beach. You know, it's not like a crowding, which is still good. And I know as more people come in, that situation is going to change over time. But, you know, we're hoping that by the time it gets to that point, you know, things will be much better. I apologize if I'm not seeing or I'm not answering anyone's message. My screen, the sun is actually behind me as I'm walking, and my screen is just completely black. I can't see anything. So I apologize if you guys are asking questions and I'm not seeing them, but when the live is over, then I'm going to take a look back at the messages and answer them.
From the hotel?
So this is the Sheraton Hotel here. Where the red umbrellas are, that's Rum Fire. That's their bar, restaurant. As you can see, people are outside. There are cabanas by the pool. So right behind these cabanas is the pool. You can see people are out there. That's their infinity pool. That gray line right there by the wall, that's their infinity pool. Really, really beautiful. I'll actually take a walk because it's right through these bushes. I'll take a walk and I'll end the vlog right in this area. So we're gonna be here, you know, for another couple minutes. This is another thing, guys. So I'm gonna pan down for a second. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but you see that right there? So if you can't see it, that's a mask. Now there's a shirt next to it. So I'm assuming that maybe someone just kind of threw their mask and then their shirt there, which is fine. But also what I'm seeing is a lot of masks just being thrown around, and that's not good because, again, you know, it goes into the ocean. The masks have they have the elastic band. It goes into the waters, and then what happens? It gets wrapped around the necks of our sea turtles and stuff like that. And obviously, that's not a good look at all. So please, if you're not wearing your mask or whatever, just, you know, there's garbage cans in the hotel and places. Just put it in your pocket till you get back to your hotel room. Just don't leave it on the beach or leave it on the hikes. You know, it's just not a cool thing to do. It's really, really beautiful. If you notice, this was the old wall. So you see how this wall comes this way and it actually comes around. So it actually, before that, it extended out this way, but you see how small the wall was? And then it came around this way and it went out and it went around. So this is the new wall, and this is how they're dealing with the situation of trying to Okay, I'm going to walk now to the Sheraton Hotel. We're going to walk through the hotel and I'll probably end this video there. I thank you guys so much for watching up to this point. I really do appreciate it. Yes, just leave it like that on the beach, but that is also kind of senseless. Something that small and that light, you can tuck it in anything. You know, if you have even in the situation over there where you see the mask on the rock and then there's a shirt next to it, if that mask does belong to that person who has that shirt, they could have basically just taken the mask and wrap it inside the shirt. They didn't really have to leave the mask separately out like that. And besides that, how sanitary is that? Why would you just leave your mask on a rock? You know, with all the dust kicking up and stuff like that, it's going to go back on your face supposedly. So why would you do that anyway? And of course, this is unacceptable. A McDonald's bag. Whoever it was that put that there, it is what it is, you know. But these are things that are not cool, and these are the things that the locals here have issues with. you know. And I think a lot of times we do these type of things on a subconscious level. It depends on where you're from, you know, and where you come from. If that's the way, if that's the norm, you take that with you everywhere you go, and you don't really obey the laws. It's kind of like if in my house, if you enter my house, you have to take your slippers off, but you don't know that, and you come to my house for the first time, and you walk into my house with your shoe, and I'm kind of looking at you like, hey, you got to take your shoe off. You may feel offended because you're like, why do I have to take my shoe off? I've never taken my shoe off. Or you could be like, okay, this is your house, and those are your rules. I feel a little weird because I've never been asked to take my shoes off, but I'll do it because I'm in your home. Well, it's kind of the same thing here, you know. There are rules and regulations that the locals here live by, and when you come from a place that you're not accustomed to the rules are different here, and the way they feel about things, then it becomes like, oh, well, I didn't know that, or I really don't care, one out of the two, you know. But if you do know, it's a really good thing to kind of just, you know, not go against the grain, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're only here for a week or 10 days, and then you're going to leave. And that's not a good look if you come here and you kind of just shit all over the place and then you leave, you know? That's what rubs people the wrong way. So I'm going to mask back up again. And I'm going to show you the Sheraton Hotel. So their pool is good. See, not too many people in the pool except some kids, a few adults. Obviously the whirlpool is closed because it's small. So all the small pools and jacuzzis are closed. It's a beautiful hotel. We're actually going to do a review on this hotel. And speaking about hotels, we're doing, if you haven't seen it, we're doing, or we've done a review on the best places to stay on Oahu, from the North Shore all the way around the island, all the best hotels and resorts. And we tell you what are the pros and cons of actually staying at these hotels, you know, what is there to do around the hotels and stuff like that. So the title of that playlist is titled Best Places to Stay on Oahu. So if you're interested in that, you know, you could just look at our playlist and you'll be able to see that if you are coming here and trying to figure out where's the best places to stay. Also, guys, make sure you follow us on our Instagram, because I do go live on Instagram a lot. So every time I'm kind of out walking around, I'll kind of just pop in and go live, so you kind of see what's going on in the moment a lot of the time. And our Instagram is at Just Be Out, of course. So here we are, Sheraton Hotel. This is their infinity pool. Yes, for sure, it's all about good vibes. So here is the infinity pool. How beautiful. Really awesome. And again, everything is spaced out. And if you're wondering, why is it that you can be in the beach and not have your mask on, or be in a pool and not have a mask on? Well, basically, it's a safety precaution. It's the same thing. If you're in a pool or in a water, body of water, and you have your mask on, it becomes a problem. You can actually drown. So some people are very resistant to stuff, and they're like, well, that's weird. You know, if you have to wear a mask on the street, but the moment I go to the beach, I can take it off. That's like stupid. That doesn't make any sense. I've heard people say that. And yeah, that's the last thing you might want to do. Let's go through here so you guys can see. Here are the stores. I'm approaching an hour. Geez, actually, every time I come live, I always say, I'm gonna come live and I'm gonna go on for 10 minutes. And then I end up walking the entire beach. So yeah, there's So I'm losing connection, so what I'll do is I'll come out the building this way and I'll stand the outside. Let me know if the connection gets bad, guys. If it's breaking up, please let me know right away so I can kind of reroute myself. Look at the duckies and the koi fish. This is really cool. So I don't want to disrupt the duckies. I'm gonna show you the koi fishes. This is really cool. I love this about the Sheraton. Sometimes I come here, just sit in the rocking chair, and I watch these guys. How awesome. And they come right up to you because they think you're gonna feed them. Look. They're massive, these koi fish. Thanks, Jolene. They are massive. They're during the evening time, and so pretty. Someone's saying, what is it? I can't read that comment. I know a comment came in, but I'm gonna go in the shade and then I'll read that comment and see. You should go back to Cheeseburger when you finish. Oh, and do a live. Oh, yeah. I might just do that. I might just do that. You guys want me to go back to Cheeseburger and start another live from Cheeseburger? I'm not sure what time they open, but if you guys want me to, I'll go back to Cheeseburger because I have to charge my phone battery. And then once I get in, then I'll show you their menu and give you more information about what it is they have, how extensive their menu is or lack thereof. And then if you guys want to see that, let me know. How beautiful this is. Yeah, right, Kiana? Like last night, it's such a downpour, and now it's like amazingly beautiful. Beautiful, clear skies. There are some clouds in the back behind the mountain, but yeah. This hotel is so beautiful. I love it. I might lose a little bit of connection going in, but I'm just going to walk straight through. So yeah, if you guys want me to go back to have a free meal and look how awesome this plant is. Look at that. It actually has like I just actually left the Sheraton. I'm not in the Sheraton anymore. This is the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. It's the pink hotel with the pink umbrellas on the beach. And they're kind of right next to each other. So I walked out of the Sheraton and I walked right across the lawn into the back part of the Sheraton. So of the Royal Hawaiian. And this is their lawn. And there it is. How beautiful. So Irina is probably, she's actually at home getting some work done. And we actually have to come out here and we have to film another vlog. We're going to do a vlog on 5 biggest misconceptions about Hawaii. And I mentioned one earlier. I'm not going to touch on it again. But yeah, 5 misconceptions about Hawaii. 5 biggest misconceptions. There's actually more than that, but we're just going to narrow it down to top 5. Yeah, vote burgers. If you put burgers in the comment, I'm gonna go back to Cheeseburger and I'm gonna go live from there. My stabilizer has good battery, so I'm not worrying about that. And I have a battery pack inside my my knapsack, and I can recharge my battery. So when I get back in, I can go live. So if you guys want to see that, definitely know burgers. And I'm sure even if I'm not the 50th, and I told them I'm here live on YouTube, I'm sure they let me in. Aloha. Good. So the tours and activities are up and running again?
Yeah, no, not yet.
Not yet?
Sending people for a presentation for timeshare.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so this is the timeshare guys, and they're getting ready for
So
the presentations
we
for
have
that.
some qualification, but if you match, we can get $100
Right.
gift card.
That's good. Okay.
All right.
Aloha.
Okay, I'll see you.
So I'm sure if you've been here, you've been approached for someone for timeshare, and that's what that was all about there. Okay, I'm gonna head back to Cheeseburger. Oh, we have a guy filming right there. I always like to see these guys with their rigs and stuff. We're about to pass Cheese. We're going back. We're looping back around. We're heading back to Cheeseburger. Jesus. You guys gonna make me have a cheeseburger at like 11 in the morning. I'm not complaining though. We just can't let Irina know, because Irina's like, what, you eating burgers at that time? Are you mad? So here's a Cheesecake Factory. As you can see, the social distancing, there's tables, and then in between, there's always an empty table between where someone is sitting. All right, so okay, I'm just gonna pull over here in the shade so I can read the comments. Yeah, it's funny about that whenever you say you're live streaming, but you know what? These days and time is a little bit different because, you know, people want promotions, and, you know, now's a good time for that. Getting the word out there. As soon as I said that, you see how she approached the camera, but I made sure to ask her. I told her right away I'm live streaming because I don't want them to be like, well, what are you doing? So as long as you kind of, you know, let them know, and I didn't put the camera on her, I had it to the side until I asked her, I said, is it okay if I put you on camera? She said, yeah. So, you know, there's ways about going around things. If you do it the right way, you should be fine. If not, then, you know. So the question from Devin is, do Hawaiians want tourists back yet? It's an interesting question. I think it's split. You know, obviously tourism is great for the island. You know, but again, it's just the concern. Whatever the answer may be, if it is a no, I mean, you have to understand. You know, people are scared. You know, and the last thing they need is for there to be a serious outbreak on this island. Like, that's like the last thing they would want. And of course, if that does happen, who gets the blame, right? It's the tourists, because if it wasn't for the tourists, we wouldn't have an outbreak here on the island. So, you know, there's going to be finger pointing, and there's going to be some, you know, some hating, and kind of, you know, maybe rightfully so. But again, it's a very sensitive topic. Okay. So we're heading back to Cheeseburger. All right, I've been on for an hour and 3 minutes. So what I'm gonna do, I said I was gonna make this an hour. What I'm gonna do, guys, is that I'm going to stop this video here. When I get to Cheeseburger, which is about a 5-minute walk from here, I'm going to, if I do get in, I'm going to start a new live video. If for some reason they, you know, maybe they open in the next hour or two, then I'm not gonna wait around because I do have work to do, and I'm not gonna go live. But if I do come back on, then you know I'm going to be broadcasting, and the title will be, you know, live from grand opening of Cheeseburger. So look out for it. Thank you guys to this point for sticking around to this point and actually watching. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you within the next 5 to 10 minutes, maybe a little bit more, depending on what time they do open. And we'll see you then. Thank you guys so much again for joining. And don't forget, if you get value from our videos, please subscribe, help us grow, help our channel grow. Make sure you hit the like button. That helps out a lot also. And leave a comment. Let us know like what you guys would want to know. Don't be afraid to. And also, talking about not being afraid, there's a lot of times people come here and they see Irina and I on the beach or walking on the avenue, again, because we do live here in Waikiki, and then they will send us a message on our Instagram and say, hey, I just saw you guys. I didn't want to approach you because I was too shy. And we're like, oh my God, like if you guys are here and you see Irina or I, please don't be afraid to approach us and say hi. Like we'd love to talk to you. We get it all the time, and we're shocked. We're like, oh my God. And of course there are some people who come up to us and they're like, hey, you guys are Irina and Devon, right? Just be out? And we're like, yeah, we stop and we have a conversation. Also, we get invited out for drinks and stuff, to like meet up at the bars or restaurants all the time. So definitely, if you're in town, hit us up. Hit us up on our Instagram. Let us know you're in town. If you want to do something and we're available and the time matches, it's not a problem. We'll meet up with you guys, all right? So just kind of putting that out there. We're approachable. We're very friendly and very conversational. So yeah, I'm going to end it here, and I'll see you guys inside Cheeseburger live in a few. Mahalo for watching.